Maverick Spencer, my husband's older brother, sacrifices himself just to save my husband from a car accident. In order to repay him for his benevolence, my husband, Mateo Spencer, decides to move his newly widowed sister-in-law, Lily Shepard, into our home. Mateo tells me, Maverick died saving me, so I must repay him for his benevolence. He was the most worried about Lily when he still drew breath. In order to fulfill his death wish, I must let Lily stay with us. Lily's biggest wish is to have a child of her own. I have no choice but to sleep with her. It's to repay Maverick, you see. Don't worry, Phoebe. Once she gets pregnant, I won't touch her ever again. You're the only woman for me. But since then, Mateo pays more and more attention to Lily. At the same time, he spends less time with me. When I notice the way he looks at me icily, I feel my love for him starting to get snuffed out. The day Lily finds out that she's pregnant is the day Mateo puts half of the Spencer family's assets under her name. Even the token of love Mateo has given to me on our wedding can be seen adorning Lily's finger. At that moment, I know that it's time for me to leave. Mateo Spencer, my husband, had impregnated Lily Shepard, his sister-in-law, to repay his late brother Maverick Spencer. For Lily's sake, he had even ruthlessly driven me away. He later found out about my plane crash and lost his mind, searching for me in a fit of desperation. Lily held her hand up to the light, admiring the massive oval diamond ring from every angle. When she noticed me watching, she flashed a shy, demure smile and leaned into Mateo, asking, "Isn't this the wedding ring you shared with Phoebe, Mateo? It's no wonder Phoebe likes it so much. It looks stunning on me, doesn't it?" Mateo stroked her hair with open affection. "I'll get you a bigger one if you like it, since you're bearing an heir for the Spencer family. I've also transferred half of the Spencer family's assets to you, Lily." Lily beamed with joy, but quickly masked it with a look of hesitation, feigning reluctance. "I can't do that, Mateo. I'm sure half of the Spencer family's fortunes belong to Phoebe. It wouldn't be right for me to take that for myself, Mateo." Only then did Mateo realize I was standing beside them. He gently let go of Lily and walked over to me, a smear of Lily's lipstick still staining his neck like a brand. "You know as well as I do," he said calmly. "If it hadn't been for Maverick, I would have been the one who died in that car crash, Phoebe. I think it's only right for Lily to get her share of the assets. You're not going to make a scene about it, are you, Phoebe?" I remained silent, knowing fully well that even if I spoke up, they would still go ahead with transferring the assets and likely accuse me of being ungrateful. It seemed like they had forgotten that more than half of the marital assets I shared with Mateo had actually come from my own family. Lily, seeing my silence, flashed a disingenuous smile. I already told him I didn't want it, but Mateo insisted and I couldn't refuse, Phoebe. I only made a casual comment about how beautiful the ring was, and he insisted I wear it. I'll take it off now, so please don't be upset. She made a show of slipping the ring off while saying, in a voice dripping with provocation, "You've really lucked out to have married such a wonderful husband, Phoebe. Mateo is such a thoughtful and attentive man." I scoffed inwardly. Mateo had always maintained the reputation of a devoted and considerate man, a model of what a husband should be. Yet this paragon of virtue had impregnated his own sister-in-law. Lily tugged at the wedding ring several times, her efforts only succeeding in making her finger red and swollen. She choked back a sob, her eyes brimming with unshed tears. "I can't take this off, and it hurts so much, Mateo." Mateo immediately stopped her. "You don't have to take it off if you can't. You can even keep it if you like it so much. I'm sure Phoebe won't have a problem with that, Lily." He then turned to me and said, "You should just let Lily keep the ring, especially since she's pregnant and shouldn't get upset. I'll make it up to you and buy you a new one some other time, Phoebe." I looked at him with bloodshot eyes and said, "You know as well as I do that that's our wedding ring, Mateo." It was then that Olivia Howard, my mother-in-law, stepped forward to chime in with disdain. "If you're so dissatisfied, then you should bear an heir for the Spencer family, Phoebe Duncan. You've been married for 3 years, yet you've never once been pregnant." Lily, on the other hand, is the capable one here. She's the one saving the Spencer name from becoming a public embarrassment. She rightfully earned both the assets and the ring Mateo gave her. Mateo stepped forward as well, trying to comfort me. "I owe Lily and feel very guilty toward her. I'm the one who made her a widow, so this is the least I can do for her, Phoebe. You've always been so understanding. Don't make a fuss over a simple ring and hand it over to Lily." Olivia continued to rattle on. "How dare you insist on keeping the ring when you can't even bear a child for the Spencer family? You're an embarrassment to the Spencers, Phoebe." It was a classic good cop, bad cop routine. Olivia played the villain while Mateo played the peacemaker. But beneath the theatrics, their goal was identical.